Hey, this is Steve Zook here with AcousticChannel.com, and I just want to show you today, I'm talking a little bit about my Zookies and Speedpick. I'm also holding the LH350. Wonderful archtop guitar by the Music Link. You can check it out at theloar.com, TheLoar.com. And if you hit What's New and scroll down to LH350, I've actually got 2 demos on theloar.com. Real proud of that. I've been with the Music Link for 14, 15 years. An awesome company, the best value around. But what I'm showing today, this is the Speedpick. Ray Flack uses these. He used to be a Nashville session player, and I'm sure still does some studio work. And he used to tour with Ricky Skaggs, who's a great musician, a heck of a nice guy. He called me once, actually. But the Speedpick is also available. You can see the angle on the end of it there. It's an ergonomically designed guitar pick. And also the Dunlap came out, Jim Dunlap and the Dunlap Manufacturing, which is an awesome company as well, came out with the Zookies, which is the same ergonomic design as the Speedpick, but just in a thumb pick form. It's called the Zookies. And it's really nice because a lot of people who play acoustic guitar and pedal steel, now my wife kind of took a little bit off the edges here just to make it a little bit shorter, but it's got the same angle. And what I hear from a lot of people that play acoustic guitar and pedal steel is that when they're playing fingerstyle, with the regular thumb pick, they say that their thumb feels a little more stiff and it just doesn't feel as fluid and even. But with the Zookies, because you have you have that little 10-degree angle at the end, that you get a better contact with the strings, and when you pluck the note, you get more tone, but also you get more comfort. It's like your whole hand is working together in a more relaxed fashion because you get that little angle there at the end, which gives you a more parallel picking angle, so you get more tone, more volume, and you also get more comfort because you don't have to work as hard to get a good angle and a good pluck of that string. So it's really a good product. But I developed the Speedpick way back in the 80s. I marketed it myself for many, many years. And then me and Jim Dunlap came to an agreement, and it's been marketed by him for a long time now. And I still use the flat pick for some stuff, and I use the Speedpick for some things. Now we also they came out with a left-handed version. My name, by the way, is on the packaging, designed by Steve Zook, which I appreciate. And now this one here is actually for left-handed players, so it's got the angle the other way. It's called the angle pick. But you know, it's funny. I've actually had some right-handed players who say they like this because something, even though the angle's the other way, they said it just gives them a little more torque, and there's something about it they like. They can't really always explain why, but you know, initially I developed this for left-handed players to get the same ergonomic design and what I call economy of movement as the regular Speedpick. But it's interesting, I've gotten emails from people that say even right-handed players that like this angle pick. Something about it they just like. They said it just feels good, and they get a certain attack and a certain kind of bounce out of it that they like. So it's interesting, you know. And like I said, now my wife did trim down this one a little bit. Some people like it being a little bit longer as it comes, and some people like to just take a little bit of length off of it. But like I said, that's what I'm hearing from people, is that their whole hand feels more relaxed using the Zookies, because you don't have to work as hard to get the same note, to get the same volume, because the pick is already in position. Because of the little twist at the end, here of the Zookies, it's already right there against the string, so you don't have to kind of work and tweak your thumb trying to get a good angle. And pedal steel players love this thing. But like I said, these are great products. You can ask your local music store to order them from Dunlap Manufacturing or whatever distributor they deal with. If you have trouble getting them, you can just do a Google search for Dunlap Manufacturing. They're in Benicia, California, but they're a great company. They make, probably the largest guitar accessory company in the world, and they just make a really very, very nice line of guitar products, and everything they make is just top notch. And Jim Dunlap's a great guy, as well as his son, the whole crew up there, just good people. So anyway, all the top stores are carrying these. I think Gruen carries them, Elderly Instruments. A lot of the top companies are carrying them. I've even seen them on eBay. But if you play fingerstyle guitar, get one of these. You might want to experiment with it as it is, and then if it feels just a little awkward, just do what my wife did, just trim down, just get a little sandpaper, and just take a little off the edges like that, so it's not quite as long. But I've had a lot of emails from people just saying they really do love these because they don't have to work. You've already got, your thumb is already in a natural position with these, and the part of the pick that meets the string is already there. So with the traditional thumb pick, you kind of have to move your thumb and kind of work at getting the angle, and it just feels uncomfortable. So people tell me that they can play more fluidly, their hand is more relaxed, and that coordination between the thumb and the fingers they are telling me flows a little bit better, just feels better and produces a better tone. So the idea behind the Speedpick was to get a more parallel picking angle and also to economize your picking movement. I've actually done sessions before using the Speedpick where my hand was just barely moving like this and the notes are just peeling out. Or I'm playing a little bit slower, but just getting a really good tone out of it. Like I said, I use a Speedpick for some things, and I use a flat pick for some things. And if I'm going to use a Thumbpick, I definitely use the Zookies. A regular flat pick to me just seems kind of awkward feeling. But you know what? It's all good. We all have different, it's subjective. Everybody feels things. Some people might prefer the regular thumb flat pick, and that's fine. All I'm saying, these are great options, and a lot of people are loving these Zookies. You can see here it has the Zookies right there, and like I said, I'm on the packaging. It says designed by Steve Zook, and I developed these way back in the 80s. And by the way, if you're an inventor and not quite sure what to do, I do inventor consulting, and I've been through it. You know, I've done things right. I've made my mistakes like anybody, but I'll tell you, the lesson that I got was like getting a doctorate in marketing. You can, boy, you learn so much by doing things. So if you have a product that you want to develop, you're interested in inventing something, or you have something that you want to bring to market, and you're wondering how you get from there to actually having it marketed worldwide, like the Speedpick and the Zookies, feel free to hit me up. I got to charge you for it because I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn what I've learned, but be happy to give you a good situation, a good price on some consulting, and it's be the best money you've ever spent. And I suggest you learn the information before you start dropping money. But even if you've already dropped some money, maybe my information can help you to get a little more on track. So I've been through it, you know what I mean? So anyway, these are great products, and I've actually got a letter on my wall from Mr. Les Paul, who actually, you can see here, I don't know if you can see that from there, but there's a letter up there on the wall from Mr. Les Paul, and he actually designed it. And see if we can get a little closer here. There we go. Okay, it might be a little hard for you to see, but you can see the 52 Les Paul there, and Mr. Les Paul took the time to write me a letter saying, Steve, I tried the Speedpick and it's very good. Not looking for an investment at this time, but we'll keep it in mind. But just the fact that Mr. Les Paul, and this is the real deal, folks. I've actually had offers for this letter, and boy, I kind of hate to sell it. Maybe someday somebody will pry it out of me, but just the fact that Mr. Les Paul took the time to write me a letter saying that he liked the Speedpick sure does mean a lot to me. What an incredible man Mr. Les Paul was. I mean, all those patents, invented overdubbing, the whole process of, you know, having an 8-track or 16-track. I think he invented chorus, and the list just goes on and on. He was the Thomas Edison of musical instruments and musical instrument products. So the Speedpick kind of has a little bit of an informal, you know, like I said, he sent me the letter saying it was very good, so that means a lot to me. But anyway, try the Speedpick, try the Zookies, ask for them at your local music store. If you can't find them, ask them to order them, or go right to do a Google search for Dunlop Manufacturing in Benicia, California. And I also carry the LH300, which is the non-cut archtop from the Lohr. And that lists for around $6. I sell them for $4.49. It's got a solid carved spruce top, a violin voice, and man, they're nice. You know, if you like the old Gibson L5s, L7s, you like the old Masterbuilt New York stuff from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, but you don't want to spend thousands of dollars, or even, you know, $1,000, $1,500, you know, $2,000 on an old L50 or 48 or whatever it might be. I'm telling you, my ears are spoiled. I love the LH300. I've got 3 of them in stock right now. They are a solid top, and the more you play them, the better they sound, and they just sound great. And this is the LH350. You can go to thelohr.com, TheLoar, thelohr.com, hit What's New, scroll down to LH350, and that's actually me doing a couple demos there on theloar.com. I'm real proud to be on there. They're real nice people, and I just really feel, and I know that the musiclink.net is on the cutting edge of value. They really are. I carry the Recording King guitars like this guitar, ROS 06 12-fret guitar, an awesome guitar. And what I like about the Recording King guitars, I've even got an RP1626, little parlor size, Eric Schoenberg design. The Recording Kings are such sweet guitars. They have like a secondary bloom where you'll play something, and I really hear it strongly in the ROS 06, and that's a guitar I can sell for $259, by the way. I also carry the, I think it's the RD10s, all solid wood dreadnought, for $349. But I hear these secondary bloom in the Recording Kings where you'll play something and it's kind of like floating in air, and then it just kind of blooms again. I call that a secondary bloom. I think I'm the only person to use that term, so I think I'll trademark it or copyright it or something, right? Anyway, really wonderful guitar. So if you could use a great acoustic guitar, you don't want to spend thousands of dollars paying for somebody's brand name, and you know, you got to understand the big boys put millions and millions of dollars into pricey advertising and promotion, what I call building brand equity. Guess who pays for it? You know, it's just not worth it anymore. So that's why I love the Music Link, because you get a guitar that just punches way, way above its price point at a really good value. So it's pretty rare, and I really feel there's some collectability here. I think someday people will be like, gee, why didn't I buy one of these LH350s, you know, solid spruce carved top violin voice when I could get it for $600? Now they're worth whatever, right? You know, people always say that, oh, I wish I would have bought, you know, the S guitar by the Big F company back in the 70s and 80s. I think the same opportunity exists today with the whole Lower series and the Recording King, because they're just wonderful instruments. It's that simple. A really great guitar at a great price. It's going to go up in value because it's not getting any cheaper. And wood is getting so hard to find, and it's in short supply. So anytime you have something like with a solid spruce carved top, well, you got some value there. I really feel, this is just my opinion, but I'm 58. I've been in the guitar business for over 35 years. I really feel that they're going to be worth you know, some money someday. I think you got some real strong collectability here as well. So, but anyway, just wanted to show you the Speedpick and the Zookies, talk a little bit about my other instruments, and go ahead and try the Speedpick or the Zookies, and take care. And if you want to order the Lower or Recording King guitar, please give me a call, 714-548-0385. I'd really appreciate your business. And I give a percentage of everything that comes into me, by the way, to healthright.org. I'm helping people all over the world to eat. I'm helping homeless kids in Russia and Ukraine, malaria victims, AIDS victims, homeless people, people that just need to eat all over the world, and I really feel good about that, and I just believe tithing is a really powerful thing that benefits both parties. So anyway, if you like to order a guitar, have a question, give me a call, 714-548-0385. And I still have this really nice Epiphone 70s guitar with the most unbelievable flame back. It's actually flame solid ash, and it's got flame and this kind of squiggly stuff. You can look it up on my YouTube site there. It's the 70s Epiphone. All right, take care.